the YouTube link. Great, that's done. We can start now. Martin, do you want to go first?
Sure. So I was looking at like what spec tests we are missing. There were more than I thought. So I created tickets for like the different runners that we are missing and that we want for this MVP. There are a couple that are not applicable, like hard fork, like changes and genesis and that kind of stuff that maybe you want to eventually have, but not right now. I start working on one of the runners and also, changed some things on the make file because when we were changing the runners, we have to regenerate all the spec tests, and that was not happening automatically. So I created a PR to fix that. So I'll be continuing to work on that and making sure like that we have like all the spec tests we want for MVP. I think like that's probably like one of the highest priority we have, and then afterwards we can like work more on optimizations and that kind of stuff. But yeah, we want to make sure that we have those passing. That's it for me.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. And thank you for the make file progress. That's extremely helpful. Having to regenerate everything manually was pretty bothersome. So the next one in the list is Fernando. Do you want to go next?
Yeah, okay. For my part, yesterday I finished the PR about the encoding decoding the SSC containers and pushed the code. Thomas already left some comments about it that I already addressed. So for the encoding part, it is also necessary to do the decoding part. And actually I'm checking the test that Martin mentioned about the SSC to implement with the library that we are building.
That is awesome. Thank you for addressing the comments so fast. I will give a second round of review for the decoding part today. And after that, we can finish the containers one. We are so close. Once we have the containers one, we are very close to being able to replace the Rust library, which will be great. I think that Akashi's problem right now is related to that, so it will probably. I mean, we will probably not be as fast. We probably need to patch that up and make sure that we help Akash with his problem, but we will stop having that kind of problem very soon. So thank you very much for the progress. Akash, do you wanna go next?
Yeah, sure. I was able to fix the Golang issues I was having, but now I'm having an issue with compilation. The issue seems to be from uh, the NIF, Rustler NIF issue. So if you can help me fix that issue, I think
Oh
I can
yes, we
test and make a
will.
PR.
I gave a quick look to the screenshot that you sent, and it seems like specifically not only NIF, but specifically it seems like a problem in Rust code in the SSZ library. It seems like there's a definition with a generic and a definition without a generic. I will give a closer look to understand what's happening, and I will also try to reproduce it locally because I'd never encountered that kind of problem. Yeah, okay. If anyone saw that and already has an idea of what that could be, that's great. It could be very helpful. But if not, I will deep dive on that today.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. The next one is Scott's Power.
Alright, good day everyone. Um, I had a call with Mega yesterday and he helped me explain some things around how pods work and interaction with the Elixir part. So I was able to make progress. So now, um, because I was working on the adding a raw tracer, so basically now um, I've been able to send the request or the tracer value from the Go side to the Elixir side. And that's what I did yesterday. So what I'm going to be focusing on doing today is like more like testing it and understanding. I'm trying to understand Prometheus more to understand how it's going to show on the dashboard, and also in summary, I've made progress in adding the raw tracer metrics, and I'll be doing more of that today.
Awesome. I'm a big fan of those kind of technologies like Prometheus, Grafana. Like when Mega started working on that, I told him, "Hey, you're gonna like this." So I hope that you will like this as well. Once you start getting numbers out of the application, you always want numbers out of the application. Um, all right. I'm glad that you're making progress. If you get blocked again, please let us know. But it seems like you have it under control now. I'm very glad to hear that. Um, the next one in my list is Mega. Thomas, do you want to go next?
Yeah, someone just rang the bell. Okay. Yesterday I studied the issue with the timeouts in the store, and found that it's basically because we have an inefficient implementation of the state transition. I'm doing a bit of optimizing, mostly removing enum ads from implementation. I don't think it should take much. Maybe by the end of this week, I'm done. If any of you like want to join me, I can give you some pointers and tell you which functions would need some changes. Um, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. That's it.
Awesome. Yeah, if like once anyone gets like needs a new issue, probably the most same thing would be to redirect them to what you're doing right now, so that you can get help with that. Um, you said it in a very nice way, so I will be less nice about it. What Thomas is saying is that like the origin or the biggest origin of the inefficiencies in the state transition function is using enum.add too much, because like in other languages, when you dereference or like try to get the element like the I element of an array, it's a O1 operation. But in Elixir, using enum.add basically traverses the whole list until you get to that point, which is extremely inefficient for long lists. I think that Thomas already told me one of the biggest problems, which was traversing the validators list, for instance, because maybe you have a million elements in there. Maybe a million is too much, but it's a lot of validators. So the problem that you have is that if you want the validator number 1000, you go through the first one to the second one and until you reach the number 1000. And the problem isn't only that, but sometimes we do it multiple times. Like for instance, if we need to do something for the first one, then for the second one, then for the third one, sometimes what we do is, yeah, so a million validators. What we do is we get the first one, then we get the second one, then we get the third one, and each time we traverse the whole list until that point. And that has what's called a quadratic order of complexity. So I'm thinking that the first workshop on this Thursday is going to be on Gen servers, but maybe the next one can be on data structures in Elixir, which is something that's very interesting and might help everyone like make more performant code. And we'll try to do a workshop on how to turn some inefficiencies in inefficient code into efficient code. But yeah, yeah, exactly, optimization in Elixir, as Mede was mentioning. So that's probably what we will do for the second workshop. Next week. This week, Gen servers. What else? What else? What else? Okay, thank you, Thomas. Thanks for the update. The next one in the list is Mete.
Hello. I just yesterday I've been blocked actually, and Thomas helped me to unblock. And like I just currently explore the P2P parts of the project and like developing on top of it right now with the status request response handler. And I'm done with the last comments on the process withdrawal. And that's all from me today.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, I'll re-review the deposit, the withdrawals one, but it's probably ready to merge. I will just give it a quick review. So I'm the last one to give the update. Myself, yesterday I was mostly catching up with what's going on because I was on vacation the previous week, and I reviewed like 5 or 6 PRs. So I was just basically catching up. Today I will review more PRs, finish preparing the workshop, and I think that's it. If I get free time, I will help Mega with the optimizations. But I will focus on the first 2 things first. Oh, and I will also help everyone that is blocked unblock themselves, especially Akash that mentioned he was having troubles with the SSZ Rust library. So I will. I think that I'm muting myself at some point. I don't know at which point.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. So just to recap, I will do 3 things. I will help everyone unblock, especially Akash right now with the Rust library issue. The second thing I will do will be reviews. And once I finish with the reviews, I will finish preparing the workshop. If I finish with all of that today, then I will start helping Mega with the optimizations. So yeah, that's it.
I can help Akash with the NIF thing. Most of those
Okay.
errors are just like dialyzer errors. Once you know what the error is, it's usually a 1 or 2 line change.
That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, if you're more acquainted with that code, you'll probably be faster at that. So I will leave that to you and start working on reviews right now. Okay, thank you. I think that we are finished with the updates. Does anyone have any final comments or questions? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Thank you everybody for joining, and see you tomorrow.